Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I know I am because we have mop string DIYs. These will all be a little bit different. There's not necessarily a theme other than their mop head projects, but I think you're going to like them. Stick around, give them a chance. I know that there's always a process to the creative thinking, and hopefully the end result just inspires you to, maybe even think of something else that you could do. Before you get started on the first video, let's go ahead and take a look at the description box below. You'll see that there's timestamps there. You will also see that there's links that take you over to my blog, themakersmap.com. You can go there anytime, 24 hours a day, and be inspired. If you are brand new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. Turn on the bell. And if you're new, like I said, I would love for you to introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, say a quick hello and let me just know you stopped by. And then be sure to share this onward to someone else. It really helps my channel grow and we get to inspire a lot of other people. Come back next week. We do videos here every week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard on Fridays. So, are you ready to get to it? I know I am. I love a good mop string DIY and hopefully you will too. So let's go ahead and get started with this first project. Okay, this is our very first mop head project. It's a super cute planter. So I'm going to be using a couple of these boxes I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm taking out the drawers, and we are going to basically glue the boxes together. You can save the drawers for another project if you want to, but we are going to be using some mop strings for this. And if you guys have never used the mop heads from the Dollar Tree, I think they're really fun. It just adds a little bit of texture to the project. I did go ahead and wrap completely around this, and I put the seam on the back side, like where it joins, so that you don't really notice it, but it could be like reversible if you wanted it to. So I just started by gluing all the strings across the front of the box. I didn't paint it because I didn't really feel like I needed to. I thought that the box would be covered up by the mop strings. And then I just took some nautical rope, like some twine rope, and bordered the box. So it just kind of trimmed it out. And then I took the Dollar Tree cubes, the wood cubes, and just made some feet for this cute little box. And then I'm hot gluing these half wood beads that I get from Amazon onto the front in a different pattern. Like it's just like an up and down pattern. I'm sure you noticed that, but you can make whatever design you want. You could use something totally different. You could put a phrase across there. It's totally up to you. And then I wanted to add these rings, these wood rings. I also found those on Amazon as well. And by the way, this will be linked below. Like everything that I used is over on my blog. So there's a blog post linked in the description box below. I used the mop strings to kind of attach these wood rings. I thought it was a great idea just to kind of incorporate everything. So if you wanted to, like, it'd be functional if you wanted to like pick up the little planter, but it's just decorative mainly, just so it can have a little fun look and kind of ties in with those wood beads. But I took some floral foam and some greens and I stuffed it inside and made the cutest little planter. I think it's adorable. It's super neutral. It's fun. It's easy. It's inexpensive and it kind of looks semi-high-end, but it'll go well with so many different decorative items in your home, hopefully. But here it is. I think it just turned out adorable, but you can let me know what you think in the comments below. So this is project number 2, and it's a little bit different, but I think it's fun, and it was a way for me to kind of incorporate some of those mop strings. Y'all, I get on these kicks. I always say that. I get on these themes, the collections of stuff. I use all these mop strings and skewers and you name it. But anyways, we just took a Dollar Tree canvas. I took it apart, and I started adding different colors of gray to kind of make a concrete color. I think at the end it turned out pretty daggone close to a concrete color, but I don't have a recipe, so just get creative, get your paints out, start mixing and making custom colors. So stay in your frame. I just set it aside while I was going to pull apart my mop head. So I am taking just a few of these out of my mop head from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to unravel these into the individual strings, and they're going to kind of look a little bit curly Q. And then I just kind of group them together in bunches and tied them in like a loop, like an over, and then just tied it through. I didn't really tie a knot or anything. And I think I took like maybe 5 or 6 sections and kind of bunched them together. And that's what I'm saying, like loop it and then pull it through, and then tie it and then scoot it over. And then I have all of these together on the canvas frame. And then I just decided, let's just trim it up. And it's kind of hard for you to see this. I was just kind of holding it up to myself because I film a lot of these from overhead, so it's hard to get the perfect view. But I want to be able to put the family in that little opening there. And then we're going to add this blue buffalo check. I got this fabric at Dollar Tree, by the way. If you did not see that, I don't even know how you even missed it. Or nevertheless, I know all the stores are not created equal. But this, as soon as I saw this at my store, I snagged it. And then I just hot glued it to the back side of the frame and just tried to pull it tight and create some tautness. And I didn't do anything else to the back of it. There's no cardboard, there's no backing, it's just the fabric. And because it was so tight, everything stuck really good. Then I took these beads that I got from the Amazon and just strung them on some twine. I took this family sign that I got from Hobby Lobby and glued it right there. I left it all natural. I just thought it went. And like I said, you can customize this to fit your own decor. And then I took some, I think I got those at Walmart or Michael's possibly. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, you're going to use whatever florals that you like. And I just kind of hot glued them to where I'm going to make them into like a little bundle. And we're going to make like an awareness bow. And we're going to tie the greens in with the florals. And it's just going to be really cute. And so I just made, like I said, a basic little bow for this project. It was nothing super fancy, but I went with a smaller pattern of the gingham, like the buffalo check. I just felt like it was a great fit. And then, like I said, I stuck those little florals bunches in there. And then I added a little bit of greens. And it's just, I think it's fantastic. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And by the way, you can find this on my blog. You can check out all the amazing details that go with it. And you guys, what do you think? I think it's precious. And we're going to move on to the next project, which is this mop head cow sign. Now, I call it a court cow. It's like a court cow DIY, but I'm taking this Dollar Tree wood. It's like, it kind of looks like an address label to me, a placard, and I stained it a dark color, which is black. And I wanted to kind of create this distressed look. I was really going for like a boho feel with this, and I really didn't have an exact idea what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted it to have like a kind of a boho look. So I did some cork pattern, I did some shiplap here, and I'm just using some black chalk paint to create these black lines. And painting the placard thing black first and then painting over it with the white really helps kind of distress it and give it an age look. And then I took this cow that I had gotten from Dollar General, and I just traced it onto the Dollar Tree adhesive cork sheets. And that's how I kind of got my cow. It's not perfect, but I think in the end it turned out really cute. Then I'm gluing the mop strings to the back of this placard. And then we're going to add some beads from Amazon. I really wish the Dollar Tree would just give us the wood beads and not give us those like rainbow beads. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Dollar Tree should give us these wood beads? I mean, I feel like if you can do the painted beads, you can do the wood ones. But I could be wrong. I'm just going to stain these gray. And this is my little trick to staining beads. I don't know why people put them on skewers or tape them down or twine them. I just put them in a bowl, add some paint and water, mix them around. I just think that's the fastest way to do it. So I threaded them on, and then I just kind of did a little twine bow for our cow. And y'all, I think it just turned out really adorable. Adorable. It's neutral, it's fun, you could dress it up the way you want it to look, but in the end, for me, I loved it. Hopefully you did too. And there's how it looks. It's adorable, isn't it? All right, this one here includes a free printable, which I know you guys do enjoy. So I like to put together printables, and so this is one of those that I decided to print out and use in the way that you're going to see it today. So you print it out on regular computer paper. It's over on the blog. I linked it in the description box below. And I'm just going to take this rectangle board that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to stain it gray. We're going to do everything the same gray. So you'll see it looks kind of green on camera, but it's really like a grayish color. But I just feel like I think color resolutions are very different. And then, of course, my rolling pin trick to smooth out all of the bubbles, which I never have a problem with bubbles or seams with my, Mod Podging. I use my rolling pin. So, anyways, we're going to take this is one of those pieces of wood from like the 6-pack of like wood strips that you get from Dollar Tree. We're going to take 4 half wood beads from Amazon, 2 of these craft dowels from the Dollar Tree, and then of course these craft cubes. And then I'm just kind of positioning where I want them to go because we're going to create like a stand for this. And I just kept drilling it out and testing it and drilling it out until I got the right dimension for the craft dowel to sit in. And then I'm going to glue it in. You can use hot glue or wood glue. You can use E6000. It's totally up to you. And then I just kind of wiggled it in there and hoped that it stuck. So, and then I just kind of tested to make sure that it was, not leaning in or out when I was going to put this together at the very end. And then I took, you guessed it, the mop strings. After all, this is a mop string video, right? So here's one of the ways you can use them. It's just to kind of embellish something, give it a little touch of something fun. And then I'm gluing on these half wood beads to the front of the printable. By the way, you can get my printables, like I said, for free over on the blog. So be sure to go to the description box below, check it out. And then I glued the cubes to the bottom. And the mop string stuck off the board a little bit. So I want to be able to attach the craft dowels to the back. So I just glued some popsicle sticks to the back, lined it up, and this is what we got, friends. What do you think? I appreciate you tuning in for this week's video, and I will see you on the next one. Be sure to check out the next recommended video for you, and I will see you next time.